Okay, guys, I just got back from my walk, but I wanted to show you this. Hold on. Oh, man. Uh, I don't know if you can really see that, but this was my inspiration. Oh, there it is. This was my inspiration for the painting I just did, and I'll show you my painting right now. So, not quite what I had in my mind, but not terrible. I don't know, you can, yeah, it's pretty good. So I did that today. I couldn't quite figure out how to get the shading and everything, but I like it. So, but anyway, I did something. I did another painting. Uh, it's not as symmetrical as the real Lotus. It's more like a little twisted, but I guess that's just I'm a little twisted, so that's how it came out. Yeah, I talked about before I went for my walk. I was like, I had a small victory over my ego. Well, after I did that, I did a couple more videos while I was walking. But after I shut it off, oh no, like I don't know what happened. Like it could have been thoughts. It could have been an encounter with one of the neighbors. I mean, this should be protecting my energy. So I hope you're doing your job. So that things don't come in that don't belong. But, um, you know, I guess everything belongs, good and bad, negative and positive. But I want to veer towards more positive and more good. And so that's why I went for a walk, and it does help. I love looking at all the plants and the and the birds, that little group of birds that was traveling together. It was like, I don't know, it must have been at least 50 birds. And they were just traveling together. Like they came, like I saw them out of the corner of my eye. I don't know how to, maybe it wasn't the corner of my eye, but so like 50 of them went into this tree, and then like 2 and 3 went to the next tree, and then another 5, and then like it was just adorable. Like these tiny little birds. I there must be like half the size of my hand, like half of that, like well maybe less than that, like almost as small as a hummingbird, but I think they're sparrows. So anyway, that was just adorable to watch. And then like I had this strange encounter with one of the neighbors, and then like I don't know, some bad feeling came up, and I was just like, what is that? What is that? And like, what thoughts are coming with that? And I was just like, no, 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 no. So I started looking at the plants again, and then there was another neighbor. I saw a painting on his wall, and I was like, hey, and then I was like, did you paint that? He's like, oh, my daughter did. I said, well, it's beautiful. And he said, thanks for noticing. And I said, thanks for having your window open, because I wouldn't have seen it otherwise. But that was a nice encounter. But then, like, I don't know what this this feeling is. There was no reason in the world, none at all, for this negative feeling. So I mean, I sat with it. I mean, I looked at it, and like I sort of like just stopped those thoughts in their tracks, and the feeling eventually went away. But it's not fun. I was just praying. I was like, what is this? Like, God, what is this? I don't want this. Just take it because I don't need it anymore. Whatever it is. And then it left. So, yeah, I just, it doesn't stop. It's going to come up. And, I guess that the key is to just catch it. Catch it while it's happening. And yes, that's something that I could have learned through someone else, but obviously I couldn't because I didn't. So it had to come from my personal experience. No one can give you awakening. No one can hand it to you on a silver platter. No one can experience things for you. So no matter how good their information is, no matter and even if someone has really, really good information, like we all still have our own stuff that can interfere with that information. Whether it's just, trying to benefit ourselves or our business. Whether it's I don't know, there's a lot of there's a lot of things that can interfere with the information, and most of it's our own stuff. But then you look at it and you're like, oh, I mean, I have my own stuff too. And is that stuff that's getting in the way of the information? I guess it's more like a pros and cons. Does the bad outweigh the good? Does the good outweigh the bad? Are you really on the same page with the group of people you're with the person you're with your friends, with your family? I mean, and if you're not on the same page with your family, I mean, they're your family. They're never going to go away. But, I mean, we can find a way to have relationships with our family without agreeing on things. But when it's when you have a choice, is it healthy for me to spend so much time with this specific group of people, no matter who it is? Am I really growing from it? Or am I dimming my light? Am I being honest with myself? Am I feeling like it's not okay to be who I am? Or am I afraid? There's all these questions to ask. And I know it seems like a big hassle, but once you get to a certain point, it's not really a hassle. It kind of is just automatic happening. You can process all those questions and make a decision. So, but until you get to that point, it's it's not easy to make a decision, especially if you care about people. Like I said, it's been really hard for me to leave a lot of things, a lot of people, to end it, to start over, start something else. It's been not easy. But it was just something that I had to do. So, and life just goes on. It's like, it just goes on. No matter if you are focused on trying to go back or if you're focused on moving forward, like whatever you're focused on, it's still going. Life is still moving. Like, no matter what you're thinking about, someone else, like, is just moving on. And that's okay. Like, I want everybody to be happy. Like, and if me being in their lives in whatever way, wasn't the best way to have, like, I'm thinking about a few different situations and people. And I mean, I'm not really going backwards and like trying to, I mean, I guess I'm trying to understand it a little bit, but more like one person wants it this way, one person wants it this way. And the relationship is good. I mean, you get along, you understand each other, sort of, most of the time, you have fun. But, you know, if you don't want the same things, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So it just doesn't work. That's why we have to move on. And just keep going. Just keep going. Something else will come in. No matter how you feel. Like I said, once you love someone, you love them. And that'll never go away. But, you know, in the physical world, maybe in the physical world, it just can't work out. Unless one person changes their mind about what they want it to look like. But I know what I want my romantic relationship to look like. So, you know, kind of get that all out of the way when I first talk to somebody. Not first, like not the first. Well, maybe I could. Maybe I could just like, you know, I don't want to waste time. So just to get this all out of the way first, you know, to see if we should get to know each other. Like, what do you want out of life? Like, do you want to get married? Do you want to have a family? Do you like being alone? Like, you know, what's your deal? And if it's not in line with what you're looking for, then, you know, you can just be friends and not waste that time trying to like put a square peg in a round hole, you know what I mean? So yeah, maybe I'll just start doing that. I mean, I think I did that recently. Like, I just stick to my guns. I just stick to my guns because I already know, like, a couple people, we don't want the same things. So just stick to my guns. I want what I want. And if you don't want the same thing, then nothing can, like, we can be friends. And that's about it. So that's that. And I hope you enjoy the little walk. I mean, it was a little interest. It was like, my head itches a little bit. Feels good to massage it though. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little walk and the squirrel brushing his teeth, I think. I don't know what he was doing. It was adorable though. And I think I need to eat dinner and take another bath. Hopefully the bath bomb I have won't be another dud. Yeah, I just, answering the tough questions right off the bat might be a good way to go. And then you don't waste time. So, and when you do decide to get to know people and spend time with them, this is not spending time with somebody. Whoa. I know what has happened right now. I had a memory and it's not, well, more stuff's coming up and I'm gonna let it. So yeah, this is not spending time with somebody. So if you care about somebody, pay attention when you're together. Actually be there with them. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's it. I guess it was just a little something else to purge, and I think it just came out. So yeah, it came out because it's already gone. I don't feel it anymore. All right, have a really good night, and I love you all, and just keep going. Like, you've made it this far. Like, God's not abandoning you. Life doesn't stop. There's so much more ahead of you than you realize, and a lot of it is better. It's more free. It's more peaceful. And it's just everything you need you can give to yourself. All right, good night.